March was a hell of a reading month for me, so I'm hoping that April will be a little bit calmer, but I do still have too many books on my TBR. Part of that is because I'm carrying 3 books over. This first one is short stories in Swedish by Olly Richards. I've made good progress with this. I'm on page 135. I'm doing okay, but I am filming this on the 31st. I'm not going to finish this within March. That is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's absolutely fine that it's taking me a little bit longer to read something in a different language, so I'm going to be carrying on this one in April. Then at the very end of the month, I picked up a library book. I couldn't resist. I've been wanting to read Elatsoe by Darcie's Little Badger for a long time now, so when I spotted it in the library I just had to grab it. I'm barely into it. I am 36 pages into this book, but I'm very excited to carry on with it. And then, whilst we are having a little pause, Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Me and Olivia are still going to be reading this one in April. I'm not sure whether we will finish it in April, but we will definitely get a good way through. So for Celine's Around the World prompts, the prompt for this month is Secrets, and I'm going to be reading Sepulchre by Mosse. This is set both in 1891 and in 2007. Tragic love, missing girl, unique deck of tarot cards, strange events of one cataclysmic night a century ago. Secrets! I'm going to try and listen to this one via audiobook, although I don't know how well that's going to go. We'll see. I'll probably start out physical and then see how the audio goes for me. It's going to be an audio heavy month. Then Gleanings by Neal Shusterman. The lovely Becca from Becca and the Books saw that I'd read The Toll in February and recommended to me that I pick this up sooner rather than later because the stories don't have as great of an impact if it is separate. So I will be picking this up via audiobook. It's a collection of short stories in the Arc of the South world, and I'm really looking forward to diving into these ones. Then another one that's going to be done by audiobook. And this is partly because audiobooks are going great for me, but also partly because this is one of the few Discworld books that my partner doesn't own, and that is Witches Abroad by Terry Pratchett. This is book 12? One day I will know which number it is. I think it's book 12 in the Discworld series, and we hunted high and low through all of the books and we can't find it, and we couldn't find it in the library when we were there. So I'm going to be listening to Witches Abroad via audiobook. I've never listened to a Discworld story via audio, so this is going to be an interesting one. I can't stop at any chapter breaks because there aren't any, so I'm not sure how listening is going to go. It should be a fun new experience, but yes, one of the very few that my partner doesn't have a copy of. Then I want to read a non-fiction this month, and I'm going with Regenesis, Feeding the World Without Devouring the Planet by Georges Monbiot. Now, I will be perfectly honest, I am a meat eater. I am not a vegetarian, nor a vegan, not even a pescatarian. I eat meat. But I am very curious and very interested in this. It's something that's always been a bit of a curiosity to me, so I will be excited to learn some more. And then there are 3 final books, finally. One is my wheel, one is my jar, and one is a book that I'm going to be getting an ARC sent to me of, or I think it might be a finished copy by the publishers, which I'm so excited to get, but it hasn't arrived yet sadly. Because of the long weekend here in the UK over Easter, we get 2 extra days off, so there is no post. But once the post starts up again, then I will have One for My Enemy by Olivie Blake arriving. I have not read a single Olivie Blake. I can't be asked to get it out. I do have the Atlas 6 down there. I've not read it yet, but I've not read anything by them, and I keep hearing things about them, so I'm very curious. So I'm looking forward. I'm going to be part of the blog tour for this one. I will leave any links below, but please do check out on my Bookstagram to see when I post on there. My post is going to be on the 19th of April. Then The Jar and the Wheel. So I've changed the jar up. So this is the jar. The jar used to just be the last slips that I did for all of my unread TBR, and it wasn't the most up to date and it was just random, but I've changed the jar. There's a lot less in it now, like a lot less, but the jar is now new books. So this is just all of the books that have come in 2024 that I haven't read yet, which is why there's so few, which I am glad of because it means I'm not bringing in too many books, but I want to make sure I'm actually reading the new books I bring in. It is difficult to shuffle these, there's not many, so there we go. This one, oh please be a good one. Oh Christ. It's a good one, but it's not exactly an easy read. Where did I even put it? Oh, why is it at the bottom? Okay, I have it. It is Know My Name by Chanel Miller. This is the woman who was sexually assaulted by Brock Turner, who then only got under 3 months. I think he got sentenced for 3 months and then was in and out in a few weeks. Ugh. But yes, this was all over the media. This book is apparently really harrowing, really beautifully written, and I really do want to read it. The only reason I pulled a face when I pulled out that little tag out of the jar is because this has got very, very small writing as well as being on a very in-depth topic. So I think this is going to be a difficult read. Regardless, I am still looking forward to getting to it, and the wonderful Olivia Savannah from Olivia's Catastrophe gifted me this one, so thank you so much, Olivia. I have a singular final book to pick, and I'm just setting up the screen recording on this because it is my wheel of TBR. So this is every single TBR book on my shelves, excluding the brand new ones because I don't add to it, and also I believe I removed any sequels. Enough babbling, shut up, spin. So, let's see. I am always nervous with this one because it could be anything. Please be a nice one. Please be a nice one. That's not a nice one. Neither's that. Fuck my life, man. Why do I do this to myself? Give me the book. I don't even want to read it. Why? All Quiet on the Western Front by Erich Maria Remarques. You can tell why I don't want to read this one. It is World War One. World War One. Also small writing. For fuck's sake. I do want to read it, obviously, that's why it's on my shelves. In 1914, a room full of German schoolboys, fresh-faced and idealistic, are goaded by their schoolmaster to troop off to the glorious war. And we watch them die. I guess that's what the wheel chose for me. That's what we're doing. Because it doesn't like me. So that is my stack for this month. Jesus Christ. I am gonna struggle. I'm trying to like reorganise this stack right now. Like I am missing 1, 2, 3 books from here as well. So remember that there's another 3 books. The Terry Pratchett, the Neal Shusterman and the Olivie Blake. I have those to read as well. It's gonna be a month. It's gonna be a month. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I torture myself? I truly don't know. But this is my TBR for the month. This is what I'm going to be getting through in April. Wish me luck, please, because the 2 books that were picked for me at random from my own jars were both 2 heavy-hitting books about sexual assault and death of young boys in war. Oh, this is going to be a rough month. Let me know if your month is going to be as bad as mine. I am looking forward to reading them. There is a reason that all of these books are on my TBR. I am interested in reading them all. I wasn't expecting like these 3 to all be in 1 month, you know? I am gonna go cry and then plan out my reading. It'll be fine. If I don't want to read any of these, I will pause them, I will DNF them. I'm not actually going to cause myself pain and stuff. Maybe. It's me. I am very stubborn. But regardless, I do this to myself, so it's fine. But it's still going to be a very interesting month. Let's hope audiobooks save my life. We'll see how it goes. Oh god. But yes, let me know in the comments down below, folks. What are you reading in April? I hope it's better than what I'm reading. I hope that whatever you're reading is slightly less daunting than the TBR I have, and I would love to hear about it down below. If you'd like to see how I actually manage in getting through these books, then you can hit the subscribe button, and also a video that will be coming very soon in April will be all of the books that I managed to read in March. Quick spoiler, it is a metric fucking shit ton. I've read over 6,000 pages in March. I don't know how I did it. Which is also why I'm nervous for this, because I am expecting a burnout to come anytime soon. Thank you for watching, folks, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!